courteous, aren't you?
I owe you one.
Here I go.
You're mine! It's over!
Now!
This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield is for. Get behind me.
Got it! I'll leave it to you!
I'm ready!
Looks like we won.
Anything in armor is all mine!
Ready
Stay
to
calm.
play.
I shall provide assistance.
Try this!
Will this help?
Negative gate!
Healing
Resonate with the earth!
In here.
I owe you one. The flame inside! We turned the tables on him.
There are still more left.
Right. No time to hold back.
Elusive deity!
Soaring lifespan!
You fight better at a distance. The further away, the better. You and I both.
Damn it! Too fast!
Fantastic! I'll triple. Small, but a victory nonetheless.
We have a long way yet to go.
I think Hoodle's hungry.
Funny. I could have sworn that was your stomach making all the racket.
Yes.
What?
Hmm?
Hmm.
Hmm?
I'm afraid not.
I'm sorry.
Rinwell.
Huh?
Phew.
Hmm?
Good.
Hmm.
Right.
That little speech you gave back there was pretty impressive, Alphen.
If you call letting your emotions get the better of you impressive, sure.
It made them stop fighting with each other, right? However you managed it.
Travel with you was well made.
That was quite the little adventure we went on.
Something's eating at you again, huh?
I don't know if I would say that. I mean... Actually, I guess I do have one or two things on my mind. My people, we lived in hiding, so we never really experienced the full extent of Renan oppression. Not directly, anyway. After Almeidrea killed my mother and father, though, I guess that's when I started hating them so much. The Renans, I mean. But then I think of all those people who were born into slavery. The ones who never even got angry in the first place because it was all they ever knew.
I hear you. Every city we've been to, it's the Resistance that gets labeled the troublemakers for having the guts to do the right thing.
When it comes down to it, sometimes I wonder which of us really has the better way.
You can't let your anger eat away at you, Rinwell. But then again, losing your parents that way... Hell, who could really blame you for it if you did? I guess what I'm trying to say is... sorry. Hell, it's hard putting this stuff into words.
No, I get it. You're saying that grief and anger are different than hatred. I never thought of it like that. But hearing you say it, it makes sense. Thanks, Law.
You're welcome?
Yeah! Seriously?
Hey!
think we've helped these people just about as much as we can. They're going to need more long-term aid than we can provide on our own.
You're right. We need to ask the other realms to send help, and fast. Another reason to hurry and find a way out of Ganath Haros.
Agreed. We'll start looking for a way out tomorrow. For now, we should spend the day resting up while we can.
What?
What's that noise?
Alfred, this is bad! Look at the sky!
Huh?
What's happening to Rena and Lenegis?
It looks like Lenegis is transforming? But into what? What's going on?
How the hell are we supposed to fight the Renans if they're packing that kind of arsenal?
It seems they've broken their silence at last. My concern is that object they've dropped into the water. It's as if they're driving a literal wedge into Dana.
Not just into Dana, but her own resistance, too. And what's with that beam of light coming down from above? Got any idea what that could be?
Astral energy.
Are you serious? All of that is astral energy? But that...
It's a lot for sure. Not even all the astral energy harvested by every lord combined compares to that column.
They're trying to squeeze every last bit of energy out of the planet.
But why? I thought they only needed to harvest astral energy as part of the crown contest.
Who cares? If we don't stop it now, the whole of Dana is going to be hollowed into oblivion.
Oblivion.
Do you think that red woman is behind this?
It certainly wouldn't surprise me. Just as the Sovereign, the Maiden, and all 5 Master Cores are gathered in one location, she appears out of nowhere bearing a 6th core. She then forces the 2 of you to help her assemble the Renis Alma. Just what kind of person is this woman?
You mean you don't know her?
Pardon?
She was there at your palace, wasn't she? I figured you knew who she was.
Are you saying I should be familiar with this woman?
Well, sure. I remember seeing her with you back at Adelina Palace several times. Everyone in the guard always wondered who she was.
Now that you mention it, I remember seeing her with Balsef, too. You saw her, right, Shion? Shion?
Oh, sorry, I drifted off. As far as I remember, the first time I saw her was when we ran into her in Pelegion.
Seriously? How could you two not notice her before? She sticks out like a sore thumb.
I guess I always figured she kept later. Right now, that wedge is a bigger concern.
Well, what are we gonna do then? We're not gonna be able to leave Ganath Haros until we come up with a plan, right?
Cyslodia lies beyond the northern mountain range.
Yeah, but we haven't found a single route through those mountains while we've been here. And we haven't gotten clues from any of the freed locals either.
Surely there must be a way through. This realm can't have been completely isolated from the rest of the outside world for 300 years. Volron may have simply sealed and hidden it.
Okay, then let's try asking the townspeople again if they know anything. Who knows? We might have missed something the first time around.
Sounds good to me. Better that than trying to build a boat from scratch. Let's start searching.
That must be Rena's true power.
I imagined there would be something, but not to this extent.
What's gonna happen now?
We ask around. Let's do what we can.
Hey, when that wedge dropped down on Dana, did anyone else see any weird lights shoot out with it?
Indeed. As I recall, it was 4 lights, each one a different color and going in a separate direction.
That's what I saw too. What were they?
Hold on. A lot just happened here, so let's take a minute. For now, let's focus on one thing at a time.
I bet the whole of Dan is losing its mind right about now.
And just when we'd finished liberating all the realms. So much for things getting somewhere close to normal.
It's too calculated. As if whoever's behind all this was watching us.
The people of Pelegion seem pretty unfazed given the circumstances.
They've yet to get the full range of their emotions back. Maybe it's for the best. Can you imagine the panic otherwise?
Yeah, we wouldn't have been able to leave. That's for sure.
Whatever Lenegis is planning, it's a fair bet this wedge they've sent down is just the beginning.
Even now, they're stealing away Dana's astral energy as we speak. Come on. We don't have much time.
Where are these Forland Mountains exactly?
Those are the mountains you encounter if you walk deep enough into the Lovtu marshlands.
I don't remember there being any sort of path like that around there.
It's possible we overlooked something before. It wouldn't hurt to look again.
That was quite the little adventure we went on.
Judging by the stench, I'd say the animals at the ranch are all grown now.
Guess I misread the landing.
Gotta break through!
Resonate with the take this!
Be still!
Corruption!
Rising
Toasty!
Falcon!
Gemini Onward! We do it! Get toasty!
Burn strike!
Radiant light! Here!
To everlasting darkness!
Take it!
If it's in the sky, it's mine! Mega ray!
Try
Air
this!
pressure!
Inferno Torrent!
Shining supernova! Dance in the wind! Glacial sleep now! Let's get you...
Only the best materials in your garments.
You really do have quite the discerning eye, Dohalim.
Yeah, they all kind of look the same to me.
An opponent like this should be easy.
Hear me! Flame of
Here I
spirit!
come!
Burning! Glacial spear! Here goes! Breeze Lancer!
Rotating pile driver!
Here goes!
On your knees.
Lightning condemned! Lunar corruption!
Resonate with the earth!
Glad you have your uses.
I'll show you how useful I can be!
More for the stockpile!
Rending Titan!
On your knees.
Lunar corruption!
Take this!
Whoa! Hey! When is time? I'm ready for the next battle.
Is the blazing sword okay?
A little water's not going to hurt it.
Armored soldiers!
Some of Volron's former guards.
Let's take them out quick before things get messy.
Oh, glory unto Volron!
Lay down your arms, and no one has to get hurt.
Silence! Traitors like you shall never walk free!
I knew you were stubborn, but you don't have to be so damn dramatic.
I shall provide assistance.
Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
Dance in the wind! Mega ray for coming through! Leave the enemy's art to me!
With no complaints here!
Dragon Form!
Elucidate!
Raging storm! This is it!
I owe you one.
What's with the hole here? Is that supposed to be their hideout?
It doesn't look like it's freshly dug, whatever it is. Maybe it's the entrance to a path to Cyslodia. Everything all right?
Oh, yeah, I'm fine. Let's go.
Like we're gonna lose to small fry.
Tell me, Alphen, wherever did you learn how to wield a sword?
I was wondering the same thing too, actually. I'm guessing you knew how to fight before you met the Crimson Crows, right?
I used to be a soldier who served a Dahnan master. I never saw the guy's face, but I still fought for him because he was my employer. Looking back, it wasn't all that different from being a slave.
A Dahnan master? That must have been before the Renans brought you to Lenegis 300 years ago.
You must fight using real Danon techniques then.
Really? We used to have our own sword arts?
There's a lot of our own history we've lost since the Renans first invaded. It's not all magic and art. I'm sure it includes things like sword styles too. It's incredible and also a little surreal to see those arts still survive after all this time.
Not only that, but I first learned these moves while serving one ruler, only to end up turning my sword on the ruling class altogether. Pretty ironic when you think about it.
I apologize if I dredged up unfortunate memories for you.
Nah, we're good. It's in the past now. All we ever did in those days was stir up trouble.
You're using those skills for a good cause now. It's not all bad.
I suppose this is what people mean when they say that every cloud has its silver lining.
Exactly. He's using those sword skills to make the world better. Could be a lot worse.
True enough. I will stop worrying about mentioning it then. This place is rather gloomy.
Why don't you lighten the mood for us while we're here, then?
I'll see what I can do.
No wonder we couldn't manage to find them. They've been holed up here all this time, hiding.
The remnants of Volron's forces. You think they were planning an ambush on Pelegion?
Possibly. Then again, knowing how blind their devotion is, maybe they were just waiting.
Waiting? For Volron, you mean?
Even though we already defeated him? But yes, I suppose you're right. For these guys, that would just be a technicality. They act more like worshippers than subjects. They're probably still in denial that he was overthrown in the first place.
Either that, or they were biding their time until the next crown contest. Either way, their allegiance is to their lord.
Who they're convinced and expectant will return. So in the meantime, they wait patiently in preparation for the day that he finally does. That's way more than just loyalty. It's no less than total subjugation.
Coming through! I'll face you!
Lightning orb! Annihilate!
As impressive as always.
Sleep now.
No, I mean you're even better than ever.
This could be useful.
You've noticed it, haven't you?
Notice what?
I'm referring to Shion.
I never thought you, of all people, would come to me about her.
Yes, well, what concerns me has more to do with what machinations may be currently unfolding in secret on Lenegis as we make our way along this tunnel.
And you're saying it's related to Shion in some way?
Perhaps. She believed there was a good possibility that the Renis Alma may free her from her thorns. One would think after losing the Renis Alma, she would be more dismayed, and yet she isn't. Why? There's also the matter of the power that she inherited from...
You heard what she said. She didn't know about the Maiden's power.
Mere ignorance does not preclude her deep connection to the events unfolding around us. You recall when her thorns went rampant in Castle Delpharis. I've never seen dark astral energy manifest in such a way.
I thought you said all Renans had dark astral energy inside of them.
Correct. However, what Shion exhibited was far beyond what any ordinary citizen could ever possibly possess. And let me be clear. I do not intend to cast doubt on Shion, or her motives. Nevertheless, I cannot shake the feeling that there's more to all of this than what we currently know. Do you disagree?
Choice.
The
flame inside me yearns to be let free.
A new melody.
Lightning thrust! You picked
I
the
shall
wrong
ensure
fight.
you survive this.
I'm ready.
This one's mine.
I never
Pesky airborne scoundrel.
Sounds like a job for yours truly.
Soaring light speed.
Armor won't
Save you! Negative gate! Now we're not...
I'm
ready! You can't get out of this!
In here.
Here I come.
I'll be saving this one. Far enough.
I'm ready. Demon
Go! This ends now.
Consider yourself finished.
Was that a new skill I saw back there?
Indeed. Well, sort of. Actually, it's a family staple harkening back 8 generations.
Maybe you can just write all this down?
It's obvious that people used to go through here in
Damn it!
Discourteous, aren't you?
Glacial spear. Pierce evil. Here goes.
Dazzle!
Freeze lancer.
Rising
Resonate with
this
the
one's
earth.
all mine!
Stalagmite!
Dazzle!
Do it.
Rising! We've turned the tables on her.
There are still more left.
Right.
Illuminate the
No time to hold back.
We
did it!
as impressive as always.
Here I hope there was improvement.
No, I mean, you're even better than ever.
I've never seen Cleon actually look flustered.
I'm out of ammo. Now, back into the fray.
Rising Wyvern! Catapult! It's go time!
Thunder field.
Great!
This will be a delicious piece of cake. There.
Armor won't save you!
Sleep now.
Rising Wyvern!
Can you take it?
Pile. They're surrounding
Take
us.
it!
Radiant pierce.
Win!
Raging storm.
We don't have firearms here on Dana.
I can show you mine if you like.
That would be really awesome,
Let a
Cleon.
marksman handle it.
Lightning thrust! All yours!
Burning strike. Primed and ready.
Elusive
Do it.
beam.
Full force. This one's mine. Radiant
In a bind?
pierce.
Sharply strike!
Looks like we got them all. I see supplies and other signs people were living here. Even Zoogle cages.
Definitely looks like this is where the remnants of Volron's forces hold themselves up. Yeah.
They were hiding in a place like this all along.
Let's dispose of the trash.
Resonate with the earth.
In here!
On your knees.
Hurricane thrust!
Radiant here!
Refilled!
More for the stockpile.
Shattering of pieces!
Attack time!
Flying free! Why can't they just sit still?
Xion, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done!
We've turned the tables on them.
There are still more left!
Right. No time to hold back.
Do it!
Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
Dance in the wind!
I'll thank you. Armor won't save you!
The flame inside me yearns to be let free!
I'll grind you into dust!
Freeze Lancer!
Let's refrain from losing.
This will be a delicious piece of cake. There! Got ready!
I'll take you all on!
Lightning Orb! Raging Hurricane!
Ignite!
Do it!
We did it!
As impressive as always.
And here I hope there wasn't food.
No, I mean, you're even better than ever.
I've never seen Xion actually
I'm
look
ready!
flustered.
Astral Energy!
Say no more!
That was almost too easy.
No enemy can stand against us.
If only every battle went so well.
I don't know when it happened, but we sure are hauling a lot of stuff these days.
I was just thinking the exact same thing. Glad to hear I'm not the only one.
We should probably clear some stuff out. Like our old weapons we're not using anymore. They must be in pretty bad shape by now.
No way. Those are still good as new with a little polishing. If anything, I'd say all our armor is what's weighing us down.
But that armor's also still good once you fix it up. Besides, better to have too much armor than too little. You can trust me on that one.
Well, what about all these dumb old antiques we're lugging around? If we sell those off, that should lighten our load.
Simpletons such as yourself who can't appreciate the true worth of such things is how precious art vanishes from history.
Pretty art's not gonna save you in a fight, man.
Stop it, you guys! This is no time to...
All I really meant to say is, you can tell how much we've been through by everything we're carrying around. Honestly, that's all.
Oh.
My deepest apologies. It appears that I may have rather overreacted.
Yeah, I guess it's only natural we'd have so many souvenirs by now. I might have been out of line too.
I guess all this stuff really is a sign of how far we've come together.
Yeah, every little piece is its own treasure filled with memories.
Little help! Reload!
The earth throbs in pain.
Rising Wyvern!
Does it hurt? Rotating pile driver. Take this! Elusive healing.
A wailing bandit in here!
Rising Wyvern!
Let's get
Hurricane
you out of the way!
Everlasting darkness. Negative
Mega
gate.
Ray!
You're
Raging Storm! Banana, let's go!
Glacial Spear. As impressive as always.
Here I hope there was improvement.
No, I mean, you're even better.
I've never seen Shion actually look flustered.
This calls for a celebratory drink.
Maybe it's time I try on something new.
How much do they have to steal from us to be satisfied?
What's that thing's purpose, anyway? Some kind of siphon that sends the astral energy the Lords harvested to Lenegis?
Not as far as I'm aware. That said, it has become evident since the forming of the Renaissalma, as well as other recent events, that my insight may be thin. I would, as I believe the saying goes, take what I say with a grain of salt.
Dohalim.
At the very least, I believe we can assume that whoever is pulling the strings behind the scenes... The people on Lenegis may have plenty of resources at their disposal, but not even they could prepare something like that in a mere month. Something of that magnitude takes considerable time, as well as a predetermined goal in mind.
Then what was the crown contest for?
At this stage, I think it was but one step in the greater scheme we see unfolding before us. What that scheme is exactly, I haven't a clue. For now, I believe we should keep moving. The path continues. It's quite possible it will take us all the way to Cyslodia.
Agreed. Let's keep moving.
So Shion's thorns are dark astral energy.
Rinwell. Are you worried about Shion?
Of course I am. But I don't know how to talk to her about it.
You and me both.
Come to think of it, what happened to those 4 lights that fell from Lenegis along with the wedge?
All 4 of them scattered in different directions. It's anyone's guess where on Dana they might have landed.
I'm not entirely sure, but it seemed like those lights may have all been different elements of astral energy.
So even though they're using the wedge to siphon off energy from Dana, they're shooting it back down to Dana as well? Why?
I don't know. It all happened so suddenly.
Hopefully it's not a sign of some new threat we'll have to deal with.
But if that red woman has anything to do with the wedge, then what could that light...
It's weird, isn't it?
Oh?
The Red Woman. Shion and Dohalim said they'd never seen her before Pelagian.
Are you saying they're lying to us?
No, it's not that I think they're lying, just... there has to be some reason for it, right?
Well, one thing the two of them have in common is that they're both Renans.
Okay, you two. Put a pin in it for now. I know that we're in the dark about a lot, but for now, let's focus on getting through these mountains.
Yeah, of course.